What's up guys? Today we're playing some Domain Energy Zoo in Modern. So if you've been following along, you know that in addition to Eldrazi decks, we love playing our energy package. More specifically, Guide of Souls and Ocelot Pride. So Domain Zoo has been an established deck for a while now. The core of the deck has remained the same for the most part. So I wanted to try mixing things up, adding Guide of Souls, adding Ocelot Pride to the deck, adding an additional angle of attack. Usually against Domain Zoo, you're not really bringing in sweepers other than Supreme Verdict. Scion makes Wrath the Skies really awkward, and then Kavu makes cheap sweepers really awkward. So the idea behind this version is getting out a lot of aggro early with Guide, Pride, and Ragavan, ramping up. Hopefully we have Leyline Scion to make that easier, trying to clear the way with Discharge and Tribal Flames, and then eventually winning the game either with Flage beatdowns or just going super wide with Guide Pride. For the sideboard, I'm not entirely sure about this. I think we went a little overboard thinking about Eldrazi, but I just wanted to try this out and see how it goes. We have 1 Celestial Purge for red and black decks, 3 Stubborn Denials for counters, 4 Consign to Memory, and 3 Charmal. This is for Eldrazi decks, Titan decks, and sometimes Artifact decks. We have 2 Damning Sphere for combo decks in Tron, and then 2 Soul Guide Lantern for graveyard decks. So that is Domain Energy Zoo in Modern. I want to remind you guys that we are part of the MTG Creator Program, so I have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you'll get access to cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. Lastly, we are a new Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save 20% on your first subscription, all the information is in the section down below. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit the subscribe button and let's get in the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1 on the play. And we can keep this hand. We have Ragavan, Scion, some removal. Gonna be a slower Scion because I'm probably gonna want to start on Ragavan, but we can go Xander's Lounge turn 2 into something else for Scion. Play Wooded Foothills. Let's get a Sacred Foundry. Even though we already have the white, our deck is primarily white, so it's okay to double up on that. Ancient Ziggurat. Oh, what creature deck is this? Champion of the Parish. Humans. Okay, this is pretty cool to see. So let's bolt this. Attack with Ragavan. We have a lot of removal at least. Maybe we can hit a human. We hit Jaren. All right, so that doesn't help us. Let's play Flooded Strand, pass. We'll get a Lush Portico here. Play Xander's Lounge, cast Scion, and be pretty good. Cavern of Souls. Hopefully it's like Thalia or something. Shocking Sharpshooter. All right, we can't really get through that. Kind of annoying. Ragavans are probably coming out. Not sure what would come in though. Celestial Purge. Let's Surveil. Probably just gonna Tribal Flames this. But we can't next turn because we're not gonna have 4 mana. I guess we could Tribal Flames this. Let's see. Another Scion we'll keep on top. Tribal Flames this and then cast Scion because it's red, white, green. Play this tapped. We'll just kill this instead of hitting them for 5. And then we'll just cast Scion. We hit a land. Cast Scion, pass. But honestly love a Leyline, I think, right? Any type of Leyline. Unclaimed Territory. Aether Vial. Pretty late Aether Vial, so that's good for us. Into Thalia's Lieutenant with no targets. So now we get a free attack with Ragavan and Scion. Hopefully we can hit an actual creature. That'd be awesome. Kavu. Play the Plains. Attack with both. See if we hit something. Sylvan Safekeeper. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? We'll just cast everything. Kavu into Scion. So now everything is hexproof because we have Sylvan Safekeeper. Hopefully they don't go like too super wide. Because they can always flood the board and make Thalia's Lieutenant bigger, but it looks like they don't have enough. So in this matchup, we don't have much. We could just bring in Purge for like a Ragavan. I think like the main deck Discharge, Flames, and Leyline Binding is hopefully enough against a creature matchup. So we'll try this. All right, we'll keep this. We have Guide Pride, all our colors of mana. Human, Champion. Leyline Binding is really good. Go Flooded Strand. We already have the green-white here, but it's tapped. Could get Sacred Foundry. I still think we get the Temple Garden here. Because next turn we can play Foothills and get Domain. And then play Cat. Just hopefully they don't have like a crazy fast start. But they don't have Vial, which is really helpful. They play Sanctifier. So that turns off Flage, which is annoying. We can Leyline Binding that if we want. Let's play Cat. Trigger Guide of Souls. Play Foothills. We'll just pass. This only stops Kavu and Flage. Unfortunately, we have both in hand. But we'll wait to do this. Sharpshooter. I mean, I might consider just casting Flage to eat the champion, honestly. Do we want to chump? Yeah, I'll chump. I think it's important to save life. The only reason not to chump is to ascend quicker, but I think it's fine to chump for now. Get Xander's Lounge. Bland, not really what we want to see. I think we're just going to use Flage as removal against champion before it grows any bigger. It's just like a 3 mana Lightning Helix, but it also triggers Ocelot Pride and Guide of Souls. So we'll eat champion. Move to combat. Attack with Ocelot Pride. We're going to attack with Ocelot Pride too, because they shouldn't have removal. So I'd rather just gain the life. And it has First Strike, so reach can't, like, it's not going to matter. Make another cat. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't chump if we're planning on just gaining all this life. They're also stuck on 2 lands. Guide of Souls is something. Into Norin. Okay. So this is the little combo here. So maybe we have to like Leyline Binding Sharpshooter. Guide of Souls could be annoying with that as well, because every time Norn comes in, it triggers Guide. But I think we have to get rid of the life pinging, or we kind of counter the life ping, honestly. So maybe Guide is better to get rid of. I think we're on the offensive. Yeah, okay. Play Ocelot Pride, trigger Norn, cast Leyline Binding, eat Guide of Souls. We will play Kavu out before, so that way we can get enough energy. We don't have any green mana for Territorial Kavu, actually. White, white. Only one green source. Here's the other. Guess we'll get this tapped. So we should have just played Lush Portico there if I had actually thought that through. So let's attack. We can only attack with one here. Norn triggers. We get pinged for one. But now we just make a bunch of cats and just kind of go ham. Lots of cats. They're stuck on 2 lands. We don't care about the pinging. They find their 3rd land. So we'll see if they've been sitting on a 3-drop. Dauntless General. Okay, we don't care about that. So exiles our graveyard. They can't attack. Norn the Weary again. No attacks. They have 2 Norns. Draw another land, which sucks. Let's play Lush Portico. Leyline, graveyard. Move to combat. Attack with these 2. Use the energy for this cat. Should have attacked with all the cats, I think. Keep this land in hand to loot with Kavu. Play Kavu. Then just pass. So they have 2 Norns. Should be fine, though. Yeah, we should have attacked with more cats. I meant to do that, like I thought about it, and then I just didn't do it. So they have 1 turn. I mean, they'd still be alive. It's not like this would kill them, but like next turn we're going to kill them. Unless they have like a combo that we don't know about. They had the Guide of Souls. Okay. So they are going to be gaining some life again. And they just concede. We would attack with Kavu in the air, so I don't think they're going to be able to gain enough life. And we just have lethal on board, so. Match 2 on the play. We can keep this hand. We have an early Guide of Souls, a lot of removal. I'm almost tempted to like not play out the Guide of Souls. Like if we play this out turn 1, we're going to spend the next 2 turns getting domain. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, so let's just play this on turn 2. We'll get Lush Portico on turn 1. I don't think it's worth it to throw off the entire curve just to play the turn 1 guide. Oh, this is Elves. We have a lot of removal. Lush Portico. Land we don't need right now. We want like galvanic discharges and stuff. Ocelot Pride. Ugh. Well, now we can't double white. So let's play Guide of Souls. So we'll just get a Triumph here, then play Ocelot Pride. They get an Overgrown Tomb. Hopefully they're not like too quick. Visionary. We'll just get a Triumph. I would like a white source. Kind of regret throwing back that fetch land now. A Scion. Yeah, our mana is pretty tight here. Go Steam Vents. I kind of want to like Leyline Binding this. I guess I'm going to take the turn off and hope that like we're okay. So we still can't attack. I was tempted to Leyline Binding this so that way they can't cast and draw spells. Yeah, Heritage Druid. This is what I'm afraid of. Because if they just go wider than us, it's going to be really awkward. They pay the mana to draw a card. Now they have 4 mana, 5 mana with Quirion. Well, they play the land, so never mind. They still have 4 mana into Eladamri. They don't tap the mana to draw a card. Quirion Ranger. They untap Heritage Druid, so they have 3 mana again. They pass. So I guess there's a land on top. We draw the Foothills, which is actually really good. Really, really good. We can get our other white source, which is really important. So we can Leyline Binding Eladamri. Trying to think if I want to Leyline Heritage Druid. It's kind of tough. I think we attack like this. Trigger Guide of Souls. It's hard to know what the Leyline Binding because they might have another Eladamri. Not sure. Get them for 7. Like, I feel like I want to hold this just in case, but they're going to have so much mana with Heritage Druid. 1, 2. Okay, they just concede. All right. It makes things easy for us. I was considering hitting Heritage Druid and hoping they don't have another one. I feel like they would have cast it if they did, because then they would have, like, played more stuff. So, all right, this can be a really scary matchup. We don't really have anything in the sideboard for this. Our creature removal is Discharge, Tribal Flames, Flage. Ragavan's not very good in this matchup, but I don't really know. Like maybe Damping Sphere, honestly. Like is Stubborn Denial better? Is Consign better? Ragavan's just terrible though. I just want them all out. I never want to draw that card. I mean, I guess we'll just play Stub. Nothing else really makes sense. We'll keep this hand. It's double removal, Ocelot Pride to hopefully punch in. Overgrown Tomb, Elvish Mystic. So do we kill the Elvish Mystic or play Ocelot Pride? Sacred Foundry. I'm gonna play Ocelot Pride. Because next turn we can discharge, whatever, play Ocelot Pride, get in, and make a bunch of cats. Quirion Ranger. They might be on a 1-lander, so maybe it was good to hit the Mystic. You never know, because sometimes they just have a million like this. Green Sun for 1. For Heritage Druid. Okay. So say if we didn't kill... So see if we would have killed this, then they can't do this. So now they have 3 green mana. Dwin and Delete. They play something else, they can tap these 3. Alright, Symbiote. So this actually saves their removal now. That's kind of awkward. So now we have to kill this first. Okay, we draw another Discharge. So let's Shock and Blood Crypt. Kill Symbiote. Kill Heritage Druid. We're still kind of stuck. We can't attack, but hopefully that just kind of stems the bleeding. They have 3 cards in hand. It's all action, but they only have access to 3 mana, which is still a decent amount for elves. Mana War Elf. No attacks. Draw Leyline of the Guild Pact. Play land. This still costs 6. We can get Breeding Pool here. We can play Leyline, or we can play Scion, and I guess we still can't attack, so we're just gonna chill. We'll hold up Leyline Binding. No reason to cast Cat now if we can hold this up, I think. They're not doing anything. They have Cord. Oh, Rex. Okay, Rex Sage. Kill Scion. It's not the worst thing. It could be worse. No attacks. Draw another land. Play Ocelot Pride. We really need a way to gain life. I have something. Eladamri. We'll fetch. Get a Temple Garden. We'll Leyline Binding Eladamri with that on the stack. Assuming they're trying to cast something from the top of their deck, we'll make it so they can't. They have access to 2 mana. They shock that in, so they have something in hand. Maybe it's Cord. Draw Guide of Souls. That's something. Cast Leyline, just because it's 4 mana, and Guide of Souls isn't going to trigger Ocelot Pride. If we draw another creature, then we're set. But we'll see if we get to that turn. They Besage you, Leyline Binding. We'll Surveil. Another land. Man, this is a really rough game for us. Just no action. They're doing pretty well just with 1 land and all the mana dorks. At least they don't have Heritage Druid, so they are stuck on some mana, but we need something to trigger these Ocelot Prides. If we drew like any creature at any point, we'd be pretty set with God of Souls. Reveal a card from your hand. Oh, okay. So they revealed this and they get to play it. They sacrifice Reclamation Sage, draw some cards. Nice little combo here with Eladamri. Into a Mana Dork. Into Nettle Sentinel. So they have nothing in hand, but they can cast stuff off the top of their deck. So we definitely need to get rid of this. So they're just top decking. Come on, creature. Or removal. Okay, that works. God of Souls, Ocelot Pride. You know what? We did have the energy from before, so I guess we should have played God of Souls and got in to trigger that. That's my bad. So we'll attack, use the energy. So we're going to be making a crap ton of cats here. I'm glad we're not doing this in paper. Make 2, then make 4, then make 8, whatever. So they have 1 turn. Let's see if they can manage something. Quarian Ranger. We'll let them spin their wheels. They have Eladamri, so that's the only reason why they're not just dead. Why would Symbiote? So they can bring this back. They fetch, try to find something good on the top of their deck. They return, what's it called? So they can do that again and draw, I guess, 2 cards if they sacrifice Dwynens. That's what they do. See if they drew something. Green Sun for 1. No, the Heritage Druid, okay. All right, we'll see what they do. They Cord for 2. They find Craterhoof. Yeah, unfortunately this is lethal. We just did nothing for way too long and let them spin their wheels. So let's see. Do all of this. That's 14 there. Then we're facing down 18, 23. Or not 23, 33. 15, 33. Let's just see for fun. We live at 1. No, we draw the land. Trying to think like if we could have drawn anything else. We attack like that, make 1 cat, make 2 cats, then we just die. All right, let's run it back. On the play this time. We have God of Souls, Stubborn Denial, Removal. We'll keep this. Let's go Sacred Foundry, God of Souls. We're just going to kill whatever they play, most likely. Hopefully it's a Mana Dork. Nettle Sentinel. Don't want to kill that. Another Guide of Souls. Just play the Guide of Souls and then pass. This is like the one thing I don't want to kill yet. It can be annoying, but I'd rather kill either a Mana Dork or a Heritage Druid. That's fine. So if they play the Heritage Druid, that's when this gets scary. But they're not doing that. Get a Xander's Lounge. Draw Ocelot Pride. That's pretty good, actually. Play the land. Play Ocelot Pride. Can attack with God of Souls. Get him for 3. Then we'll just pass. We can Lush Portico here, or we can Temple Garden. This can be resolved. This can be reserved for Discharge or Stub. They get a Overgrown Tomb tapped. That's good for us. I'm surprised they're not running at least like 1 Surveil land. Dryad Arbor. Wow, just nothing. All right, we'll Surveil. I wonder if they have like Boseiju in hand. Leyline. Gonna say no. We don't have the lands. Good one to Surveil away. Flage. So Flage gets rid of our... So Flage taps us out. I really don't want to do that. But I do want to trigger Guide of Souls, so I'm going to just play out Scion. Even if they have the Boseiju, that's totally fine. So move to combat. Attack like that. Use the energy on Cat. They go down to 13. We'll just pass. So we have Stub and Discharge up. Doesn't look like they have Boseiju either. End of turn Boseiju. Cord. Yeah, we're going to... Because this is going to be Heritage Druid. It sucks we're tapped out, so now they can just kind of do whatever they want. So hopefully they don't have a Heritage Druid in hand. And I'd rather use the Stub there because they have less spells based for Stub, and then they have more targets for Discharge. But now we're tapped out. So if they have something, they can just go nuts. They have the Cord again. So Sentinel and Heritage Druid go really well together, unfortunately. Maybe we didn't need to tap out for Scion. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake, because then we could kill Heritage Druid here. Oh, damn. All right. Got a little too antsy. We need them to brick with Eladamri. All right, we'll come back when they're done. Yeah, and we got comboed out. So we tapped out for one turn and they just had everything. So that sucks. That happens. All right, welcome to match 3 on the draw. And we're definitely going to keep this hand. We have Leyline. It's a 1-lander, but I think it's fine. With Leyline, turn 1 Ragavan, we have double removal for 1 mana. I think it's fine. Let's see what this is. Elven Farsight. What is this? Hopefully not Elves again. Oh my god, is this Elves? 3rd Leyline Binding. Okay. Cast Ragavan. At least we have like mono removal against them. Or is it combo deck? Hopefully it's not Gristlebrand. Neobrand. No, we're gonna die on turn 1 or turn 2. Literally play draw here. Oh god, imagine if we just kept open that mana. They have Atraxa. All right, so we do get to Leyline Bind this. Let's see what they take. They take Allosaurus Rider and Neoform. Draw the land, which is nice. I'm gonna shock that in. Cast Leyline Binding. Eat Atraxa. We find Elishnorn, Jesus. So they took, what did they take? They chose Allosaurus Rider, Birthing Ritual, Hallowed Fountain, and Neoform. So it sucks as they can Allosaurus Rider and Neoform and we can't do anything to stop it. So let's pass. We can Leyline Binding the, whatever they get with Allosaurus Rider or with Neoform. I'm assuming it's going to be Gristlebrand. They exile Birthing Ritual and Neoform with Allosaurus Rider. Do they have the other Neoform here? Or are they going to try to just Birthing Ritual it out? Eldritch Evolution. Okay. For Terastodon. Oh no. No, that's brutal. Alright, how do we want to do this? Cast Leyline Binding. Eat Terastodon. That happens. They get more Atraxa triggers. And they also get a Birthing Ritual trigger. Damn, they've had like everything and we can't... We've had like everything to stop them, but they've just had everything just a little bit better. They choose Allosaurus Rider, Eldritch Evolution, and a land. They play Allosaurus Rider. So they get to sack this to go get something. I don't know what else is in their deck. There's the Gristlebrand. All right, well, there's a land. Can't really do much here, huh? We can Tribal Flames them to 5. If we drew another Tribal Flames or something, maybe we'd have a shot, or, I don't know, another Leyline Binding, I guess. I think we have to, let's see, get a Temple Garden, play Mesa, get a Blood Crypt, cast Leyline Binding, eat Atraxa, attack with everything. Yeah, if they don't block with this, okay, they do block. So we can kill Gristlebrand, but they get to draw a bunch of cards. Up to 9 cards. Oh my god, they have main deck Force of Vigor? Okay. Jesus, man. Alright, so we want the stubs. We want Celestial Purge. I guess Consigns too to stop all the triggers. Leyline's not good. Discharge isn't good. I mean, Discharge could kill the, what's it called? We don't have anything for the Birthing Rituals either. I feel like I'd rather have Discharge than Scion. Let's do that. Alright, on the play. Hopefully they don't have like the Nutso draw again. This is a 1-lander with double Discharge. I'm gonna mulligan. Alright, this is better. Taking out the Scions makes Stubborn Denial a lot weaker, but we do have the Kavu. So maybe that's something to consider. But yeah, this is a very like, the Reveal Chancellor. Go Flooded Strand, pass. This is a very all or nothing deck. So if you beat it, it doesn't really matter. If you lose to it, it doesn't really matter. It just all comes down to luck. They play Misty. They have this floating mana to play around Stub at least. So they can actually turn 1 Neoform because they can sack Allosaurus Rider and then play Neoform here. So they literally have the turn 1 win here. Not if we counter it. There you go. See, this deck sucks, man. It's like no skill. They literally had the turn 1 win. Now we're going to be on the draw, which is going to be a lot harder. Let's take out Phlages instead and bring in Scions. Maybe like take out a Ragavan for a Scion. We want those for the Stubborn Denial. This is what you call a force check deck. Do they have the force? If not, you win. If they do, you lose. It's what Charbelcher used to be before Mono Blue came out. All right, we can't keep this. We don't have any counters. I'm going to mulligan. This is a really good hand otherwise. All right, we'll keep. We have Stub, Scion, another Stub, go Flooded Strand, pass. See if they go for it again. They could have Pact and Negation as well. They just get a Forest. We can't really tap out until turn 3 or turn 4. We'll go get a Triome. Eladamri's Call, sure. Allosaurus Rider. And you have to fetch there. You can't just like do nothing. Play Wood of Foothills. So what sucks is that they're going to be able to play a land, play Allosaurus Rider, Neoform, and we're just screwed. Let's see what Allosaurus Rider, Birthing Ritual. I don't know why they moved to second main to always do this. Get Lush Portico. Land. I don't want another land right now. Probably going to draw more anyway. This can get Breeding Pool and not show that we actually have anything. So we have 2 stubs and a discharge. Next turn, I think we're going to play Scion out. Oh, this is a 4-4. Ugh, God, that's so annoying. Now they get to sack this. Ugh, God. Harbinger. Interesting, okay. We'll play Steam Vents and pass. We have no basic. We have a bunch of stubs at least. See if they want to get rid of this. Probably not. Another Scion. These cost. I was not expecting the Harbinger. Would have fetched a mountain. All right, we have 7 turns to find something. Blood Crypt. So we need to just find a basic mountain. That's pretty much it. Kind of crazy. Most likely not getting there unless we get super lucky. Ocelot Pride. They get him for 2. What if they ever sack this? Probably not. Ragavan. We just need 1 basic. Plains or mountain. Mesa. Still costs 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we just need 3 lands. If we can draw like either 3 lands in a row or a basic. Man, I can't believe this. So cheese. Kavu. 3 more turns. Guide of Souls. 2 more turns. All right, do we find it? No, damn. All right, match 4 on the play. We're going to keep this hand. We have all the colors of mana. Scion payoff, Kavu payoff. Start with the Sacred Foundry. Next turn we can get Temple Garden into Xander's Lounge, Scion. Mountain, Swift Spear. No attacks. I will offer the trade. That's fine. I'm assuming this is burn. We're going to take so much damage, aren't we? Maybe we don't. I'm just going to play Flooded Strand and pass. I'm going to get a Lush Portico here. I really don't want to fetch Shock, go down to 14, and then just get like burned out. The fact that they traded so easily too, I don't know. Stomping Ground. Suspend Slick Shot. All right, so this is just Prowess. It's not... Oh, no. I forgot to survey. I skipped through the end step. That sucks. All right, well, that's really annoying. I guess we're going to hold open Leyline Binding for Slick Shot. That's brutal. That's such like a time walk too. We've been doing that a lot lately. I don't know. I think I'm just hitting 1 too quickly. All right, Quarry Steel Cutter. And they're going to cast Slick Shot. Bauble. Okay. Do they cast Slick Shot here? They bauble us. I think we just pass. We could Leyline Binding this, but we know we're drawing Gav Blast. So we can block some stuff. Let's play Mesa. Get a Mountain. Play Kavu. And then just pass. We'll hold up and discharge for, I guess, this. Or depending on how many spells they cast. They're going to cast Slick Shot. I'm just going to do this now. Eat the Steel Cutter. They have another one. Then they cast Slick Shot. Trigger that. They get in with everything. I'm going to block. They're going to do something. Probably bolt this, because that's trample. And then we're just going to Galv discharge this. They bolt me. All right, let's kill this. Go to 7. Draw another land. That sucks. Let's attack. We have to loot. Discard the Breeding Pool for Ragavan. Not really exciting. Play Ragavan. Play Scion. Would love a Leyline of the Guild Pact. Abundant Harvest. See what they reveal. Rally the Monastery. Okay, well that can kill Scion. That sucks. Or that can kill anything. That can kill Scion or Kavu. It's a good card. So they're Naya Prowess. It sucks we haven't drawn any of our Guide Prides. Like, that would just seal the deal in this matchup. We've drawn like the wrong half of our domain deck. Yeah, they kill this. And they have Lava Dart. Yeah, we're just dead. Damn. Yeah, they drew very well and we just did nothing. Against them, we want Celestial Purge. I guess Stubbs. Ragavan, not very good. Yeah, we just drew the wrong half. So we'll try this. All right, on the play for game 2. And God, this hand's amazing, but it has no lands. Ugh, mulligan. This is a 1-lander. I'm going to keep 1 land. Go back Tribal Flames. I'm going to value Surveilling, I guess. But no, we can't even... I'm just going to get a Triumph here then. We won't be able to cast Ocelot Pride, but we can cast these 3. Guess it's pretty awkward. Maybe we do just Surveil with Lush Portico. Try to find a second land. I think we have to go for the eye upside. Lush Portico. Let's play Ocelot Pride. And then we'll probably get a Steam Vents here to counter their Steel Cutter. Steam Vents. No Steel Cutter for you. Now we can actually get in with Ocelot Pride. And we draw another land, which is nice. Play Kavu. This can get a Triumph. Unless we like desperately need the discharge. They Shotgun Stomping Ground. Another one. Into Abundant Harvest. They find Wear Tear. Alright, we don't care about that. Go get a Triumph. Temple Garden. Discharge here. We're just going to loot that away. Discard land. Find another land. Okay. I'm not going to play this. I'm just going to save it to loot. Bloodstained Mire. So we know they have a Wear Tear, but who cares right now? DRC. Into Abundant Harvest. Surveil Mutagenic Growth. Let's just kill this now. We could have killed it with the Surveil in the stack, but I didn't want them to know that we were going to kill it because that like changes the Surveil. But they happened to put an instant into the yard, so it made it a little more annoying. Do they have the other Mutagenic, I'm assuming? Rally the Monastery. So they're going to trigger DRC. We kill that. They find a Slick Shot. We draw another land. Ugh. Damn, dude, this match is just not working out, huh? We do this. We'll play this tapped. I don't know. You can't be mad when you just draw this poorly. Like, we had double discharge, but then they just had, like, double Steel Cutter and everything else. I don't know. These are the frustrating leagues where just, like, you can't really do anything. They have another Rally the Monastery, and you're just, like, just doing absolutely nothing. Your deck's just like not performing how you want it to. We'll take like a draw step, I guess. They attack like this. Gonna double block. Take 3. See if we draw anything of relevance. Scion is relevant, so I'll just pass. It's like barely keeping us into it. They have 1 card in hand, down to 6. So like if we draw Tribal Flames, we win. Let's see. We just need them to not have anything. Oh yeah, we knew they had the Wear Tear. I forgot about that. We just gave them a target. Yeah, they did that like 4 turns ago. I forgot about that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we don't play Scion, we just get like murdered anyway. Yeah, damn, dude. All right, unfortunate, but again, just the deck is not really working out for us. All right, welcome to the final match on the play. And we're going to keep this hand. Turn 1 Ragavan, Ocelot Pride, some removal. We're just going to lead off on a Sacred Foundry into Ragavan and pass the turn. I'm not sure what we're going to get with Arid Mesa yet. Bauble, Opal, Mox Amber, wow. Portable Hole. Did they keep a no-lander? Bauble. Wow, they kept a no-lander. We don't really have anything for artifacts either. Sometimes you have Wear Tear. We have Consign to Memory that we're probably going to bring in, I guess. They bubble us. We draw Temple Garden. I mean, I guess we just spam the board. Ragavan. And this will go get a Xander's Lounge. Ocelot Pride. We just gotta hope they don't have Kappa Cannoneer. That's probably the only card that kills us. But because they're cracking Mishra's Bauble, I'm assuming they don't. 3rd Mishra's Bauble. 2nd Portable Hole. Pretty annoying. Another land, not really what we want. Attack for 1. Play Mesa, and I guess we pass. Really don't want to Leyline Binding these Portable Holes. It's tempting to hit the Opal, but if they hit a land, then it's kind of like whatever. Thoughtcast. Yeah, like maybe we Leyline Binding this, who knows. We'll just feel silly though if they have the land. There you go, Urza's Saga. So now we gotta save it for the constructs. Shadow Sphere. Let's go get a Xander's Lounge. Hope to draw not a land, please. I'd like Guide of Souls, because Leyline Binding is probably gonna hit Shadow Sphere. Literally just the worst draws this league. Ugh, I can't right now. I'm just gonna shock this in, play out Leyline, because they can't make a construct next turn. They need a land. I guess it's tempting to hit the Opal so they can't make constructs. Maybe we should have done that actually. I don't know. But then if they do hit land drops, then Shadow Spear is just the worst thing possible. Get in for 2, make a cat. Yeah, we'd love for them to brick on a land at least 1 more turn. I mean, it's turn 4. Yeah, they find the island. Play Emery. Find Kappa. So we're gonna have to kill Emery. They can still make a construct. Cyan would be the best draw, maybe. Springleaf Drum. Not the best draw. I mean, I guess we have to kill Emery, 100%. And they just concede? Why would they just concede? I mean, I guess they didn't make a construct, so they lose out on that. I don't know why they would just concede, though. Weird. All right, so against them, Soul Guide Lantern is decent. Consign, I don't know. Ragavan should be terrible. Soul Guide for Emery. Consign. Consign's usually medium against this deck, so I'm not sure how much I want it. Maybe just like 2. Try that. This is a 1-lander. We got a mulligan. Keep this. We have Leyline. Put back Plains. Play Leyline. A 1-mana Leyline Binding. We have double Ocelot Pride. They keep a crazy artifact hand again. But they have a land this time. Emery. See if it hits anything. Hits Mishra's Bauble. It's not nothing. We gotta get rid of this. Draw Flooded Strand. We'll just cast this now. I was gonna say, see if they have a counter. Doesn't look like it. Next turn, we'll just go double Ocelot Pride. Hoping to draw no more lands. Just all gas. Island. Is this Thoughtcast? Quarry Steelcutter. Okay. Oh, so is this Ascendancy? I don't know. They have 1 mana. They have 1 card in hand. Draw Guide of Souls. That's pretty good. Let's go Guide. Ocelot Pride. This is like a good... It does have Trample, but just this one. And they don't have many cards in hand, so they can't really trigger this often. 3 mana. What is this? 4 mana? 5, 6. This is Kappa? It is Kappa. Okay. So they have no cards in hand. They attack. Draw Flage. So I think we play Ocelot Pride this turn. We'll Surveil. Attack with the cat. Give a lifelink. We just have to stay above Kappa attacks. Then we'll just pass. Make more cats. It's going to be pretty obnoxious. And if they just draw lands, they lose. Emery's something. So next turn, they can get back another Kappa, right? Yeah, they do have a Kappa in the yard. But we're going to Flage this, so it's not going to matter. Oh, wait, we didn't... Oh, my God, we didn't end step. Jesus. We do draw the Scion, but it's whatever. Very sloppy league, man. Very sloppy league. All right, so that was Domain Energy Zoo in Modern. Unfortunately, that league really sucked. I'm not sure if we just drew poorly, if our opponents drew really well, if the deck is kind of medium, or we just messed up somewhere. But overall, it did not feel good. I know we did flood a bunch and the draws didn't work out, but the draws that did work out just happened to be Guide Pride draws. If we were able to get Guide Pride out early and just kind of spam the board, we usually won that game. We didn't really have any lucky starts with the Leyline Scion, and it felt like our opponents had the answer to our answer a lot of the time. As for the sideboard, I think the sideboard sucked, honestly. I think we have too many things for Eldrazi, not enough artifact and enchantment hate. So I know we can be running some wear tear, so I definitely want to get those into the sideboard. We could honestly just ditch the Charm Wall, play 2 wear tear, maybe up a Celestial Purge. You guys let me know what you would put in the sideboard. I know you can kind of put whatever you want in domain, so unfortunately we didn't get to face Eldrazi just to kind of show off our entire sideboard for it, but it's alright. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more modern content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.